up live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
0. Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. For 3, and the three-pointer goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Connects from downtown.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Osman passes to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing, right side. Here's your 7, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Away team ball.
First quarter, just over a minute played. He's covered by Grant. Yep, that one's good. He's got 5.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
There's a screen. To the middle. Here's Osman. Soft touch off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
You're 7, no good. And he drives in. And the layup is good off the glass.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Grant outside. You're 7 a screen. The baseline J is on the way. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Oh, it's stolen. Here's Osman. Misses in close. Here we go. Over to the left wing. The rebound by Osman.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Grant, the pass to Hernan Gomez. 1:56 left in the first quarter. They set the screen, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Grant's shot is off. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. The 3 ball. Drops in the 3.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense. And great job to establish position and square up. Yeah, 3 turnovers already and some frustration starting to settle in.
A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. With the drive, got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
To stop the run. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. There's 53 seconds left now in the first quarter. Clock at 6. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Athens trails by 9. Here at 7, passes to Hernan Gomez. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Here at 7, a screen from deep. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. He's covered by Grant. And a missed layup.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You've got to make those.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter, leading by 9. We'll take a quick break and then get you back. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And so it's Athens with it. 9-point game. And for Athens, right wing. Outside Nunn. Hits a three-pointer. Nunn's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here he goes. Launches it. No good on the shot. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Pass to Brown. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Off with the layup. Athens trails by 6. Out to the right wing. Left side Nunn. There's the three. Up top Brown. No points yet. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Nunn's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Missed inside. Athens trails by 6. Outside, Brown.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
Here's Nedovic. A minute 53 left in the second quarter. And the shot goes in.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Brown looking around. Outside Nunn. that one up and powers it through.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, BA.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. He takes it in. Six on the shot clock. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Number 26.
Yeah, they really need to double team him.
First two.
Athens trails by 9. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Defended by Brown. They set the pick. To the left side wing. From 18 feet away, drained it for 2 points.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
None with a bucket.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
None defends. On the take. Banked it in off the glass. And that'll do it for the first half of play. They're up by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
47.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
And looking ahead to... Glad you could join us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Athens trails by 11. Omer Yurtseven out there with Jetty Osman. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3. Grant finds Yurtseven. Grant outside. The 3 is up. He's off on that one.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. 5 points in the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And for Athens, we've got Jetty Osman. Also a Omer Yurtseven out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward position. He's covered by Grant. Drives to the hoop. Six to shoot. Nails it from 3.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Puts up a 3. And another miss by Athens.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Going inside. From downtown. It's hauled in by Athens. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. That shot, no good.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Identifying the weakness in the defense and exploiting it.
Shot to stop the run, and he takes it up and lays it in.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
And there's the drive. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Osman on the wing. Hits the target from 18 feet. He has 7. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. He's covered by Grant, who poked away. For 3. Buries it from 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Athens trails by 19. Here's Hernan Gomez. Off target at the rim. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Shooting.
The visitors with the ball. He's covered by Grant. .146 left in the third quarter. And the layup falls.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The visitors with the ball. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. He's covered by your 7 from the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. Here's Osman. Grant outside. From the top of the key. Can't get it to drop. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. He has 6.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight. All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
From about 16, and the shot falls short that time. Osman's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Out left to the wing. There's the triple. Drills it from deep.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Well, Stan, you coach some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Shot clock at 6. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And the foul on Omer Yurtseven. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Substitution on the court.
From outside the arc. Hauled in by Brown.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pulls it in from the elbow. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Brown draws the double. Hey, here's none for three. The shot comes out.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
To the paint. Nunn defends. Misses the layup. On offense, here is Athens. Stripped away. Finished off the break.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. There's a screen. There's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Up top, Brown. A quick shot there. It's off target. Here's Nedovic. Nunn defends. Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Nunn defends. Here's Nedovic. 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Right side, Brown. Shot from 16. Good. He hits the jumper. 1:51 left in the fourth. Brown's gone 2 of 4 shooting. Nunn defends. Offline with a 3. Pass to Brown. And there's a pick. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Outside Nunn. Doesn't go. That's his 5th miss out of 10 tries. Nunn defends. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Back to Brown, to the right side. They set the pick from deep. That one no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And he gets that one.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Puts up a deep 3. No good there. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A.
Like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Lucas, connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Mirotic throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And that one's good. Osman.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pass to Mirotic. Here's Balmore. Teardrop shot. That shot, no good. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach for Athens. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It will be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Well, everyone's seeking those high-percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And he banks in the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Osman. Plays it up and banks it in.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Shields. They get it back. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Here's Balmora. Tries again. Connects. The jumper drops.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Inside. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Mirotic, and finished off by Mirotic.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Going inside. They grab their own miss. Yurtsevin passes to Slukas. For 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Outside Mirotic. From 12 feet out. Tips it. Athens trails by 3. Osman the pass to Slukas. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. He has 5. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, driving.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Good on the bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
A 3 for Mirotic. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Now Hernan Gomez. Pass to Osman. From the arc. No good that time.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Mirotic passes to Balmora. Mirotic the screen. Shields controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And it's all evened up.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Out to the right wing. He's defended by Yurtsevin. Buries it from 3-point range.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And for Athens.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Pass to Nunn. Back to Brown. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throw. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Number 26. The play will be reviewed. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
McCormick passes to Brooks. Second shot opportunity. Tipped away. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's McCormick. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. And here is Athens now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Stolen away. Here's Cozier. Shoots the 3. No good on that one. Down low. Misses from short range. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Poke loose. On the wing, Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Launches from deep. Brooks can't get that one to fall. And Nunn has got the ball here for Athens. They trail by 1. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Here's Brooks. Gets to the hoop. It's blocked.
He might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, first team foul.
On Monday and then on Wednesday.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Drops in the layup for 2.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Nunn. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And, guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Brown. Can't get it to fall. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. From deep. It's hauled in by Athens.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go
forward. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And taken away by Brown.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And so it's Athens heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
I can't see what they're trying to do offensively. Maybe with a little more patience, that shooting percentage will tick upwards.
Yeah, we saw several. Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout. And that'll do it for halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Athens leading by 7. Athens shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
At the line for Athens.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Shields. They get it back. Mirotic passes to Balmoro. A three-pointer is right on target. Balmoro's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shields banked in off the glass. He has 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Lets it go from the wing. The shot will not fall.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Makes it off the glass.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Yurtsevin kicks to Osman. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Mirotic. Here's Osman. Athens with another miss.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. For the tie. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Launches the 3, drills it from outside. Osman's got 7.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Shields. Hernan Gomez covering. Mirotic, a screen on Hernan Gomez. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Takes it inside. Count it. Good. Hernan Gomez has got his second basket.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And Mirotic throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
From outside, off the mark. Athens leading by 7. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 8.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead. Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that one drops for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
That one wide left.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The quick look, no good that time. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And Athens leads by 12.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Fires from the wing. Nice jump shot. Good. Now Athens with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Yurtsevin. Lets it fly. Again, Athens.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Athens leading by 10. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Misses the layup.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Shields. They get the rebound. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Athens with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's McCormick. There's the drive.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, he is only concerned right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Over to the left wing. They set the pick. Gets it to go. That one good from Nunn.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And for Athens, Petro. And he drops it in from the low post. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Back to Nunn. Jacks up a three. McCormick with the rebound. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Puts up a deep three. Nunn can't get it to fall. Defended by Nunn. Right wing. No good on the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That one good for two. And Athens leads by 13.
Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
A nice shot by McCormick. McCormick's got 6 here in this quarter.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Petro. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. Now, he was calm when he told the team, if we play hard, we'll win this game. Let's keep the effort level up defensively. Coach talking about defense? Crazy. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Athens leading by 11. Over to the wing for the three. Offensive rebound. They set the pick. Back to none. Just 4 to shoot. Athens needs to get a shot off. Brown outside. He doesn't hit that one. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
None with it. From deep three-point land. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Nunn's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And that one drops. Now Athens with it. 54 seconds left in the game. Top of the key. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First team foul.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From past the arc. The putback. It's hauled in by Athens.
Away team foul. Number 32. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Athens.
He's off on the first.
Taking 2 shots.
So he can't get either to fall. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Balmaro. And the wing jumper offline. Papa Petro sinks that one from the post. And that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. So it's Athens winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are... Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Basket's good.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
They retain possession. To the middle. To the wing, right side. Off target from outside. It's stolen. And they're pushing it up. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And And just over a minute played here to start the game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. The coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Fires from the corner. Here's Mirotic. Over to the wing. Takes a three. Here's the pick. Driving in. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
The layup misses.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Lays it up and banks it in.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Driving inside, right wing, fires from deep, on target from range. He's got 5.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Shot is up. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Sinks the tray.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look. Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. "56 seconds left in the first. On the take to the left wing. Uncovered. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Here's Balmaro. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Balmaro's got 5. Balmaro's gone 2 of 4 so far tonight. Lays it up and banks it in.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Launches a 3. The shot no good. To the wing on the left. There's the 3. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Leading by 14. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
From the wing. That shot is off.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off there.
Pass to McCormick. Fires for three. That one doesn't drop. And there's the screen. And the three off target. Can't get it to fall.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Nedovic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. No good on the triple. Here's the three. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Three-pointer, Brooks. It's not going to go for him. Quarter two and about 2 minutes in. Hits the three-pointer.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's McCormick. The jump hook. The shot won't fall.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
That one goes. Count it.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Quarter number two and around 3 minutes gone by. Brooks defending. Oh, they get a hand on it. And they're on the run. Deflected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. The visitors with the ball. 17-point game. Connects from downtown.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Brooks defending. 1:24 left in the half. Out left to the wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
There's 57 seconds left in the second. Here's Nedovic. Clock at 6. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this. You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Brooks defending. The 3-ball. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. From deep three-point land. He can't get it to go.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Delivering the blowout. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest.
Now let's take a moment. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Inside. Here's Mirotic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And he drops it first.
Mirotic, 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. So it's the home team now. For 3. Can't hit that one. Three-pointer. No luck on that one.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. He's got 14.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And he taps it home with authority.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
A great job to establish position and square up.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
.90 seconds into the second half now. Out to the right wing. From behind the arc. On target from range.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Driving in. Fires from the wing. That shot off. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Shot clock at 5. Releases. That shot off the mark. To the left side wing. Out to the wing. No good on that one. 5 for 9 in the game.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Here's the pick. To the right side. To the wing, right side. To end the drought. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Bolmaro to the middle. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Launches it. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Nails it from 3. He's got 5.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Bolmaro. Takes the 3. And that one's good. Mirotic.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
There's a screen. Lets it fly. Offensive rebound. The layup off target. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 15. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And he comes up with a bucket.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
To the paint. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Down low. There's the block. And they get it back. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. .60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bolmaro. Here's Mirotic. 3-pointer. The shot that time not on target. The 3 is up. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
The floater. Six to shoot. Over to the wing. It's tipped. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Blocked. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Goes to the away team.
Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. Balmaro grabs the board. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. Not going to go that time.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
No good.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
A minute 37 left in the final quarter. No good with the triple. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Tries to keep it alive, and they recover it. Here's Nedovic. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple.
The way they dominated, they earned the dub tonight.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight, it's going to come in a win.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's tipped. Here's Balmaro. The three-pointer off the mark. 30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Uses the glass on the layup. And so they get the victory here at home, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtseven, and it's Nunn in at the 2. Athens on D. Here's Cannon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Stripped away. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Good. We're about 1 minute into the first. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
There's the pick.
Team foul. Gone. First personal foul. First team foul.
Out to the right wing. Athens moving the ball around. It's good.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Cannon looking over the floor. A three-pointer, no good. And so just over a minute and a half played.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And he drives in, up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Cannon's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. To the paint, here's Osman. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. There's a screen. Driving the lane. Lets it go with a 3. Nunn grabs the board. There's the steal. To the inside. Poked away. Stolen by Nunn. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. It's hauled in by Athens.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Osman. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
2 minutes.
Here's Cannon, defended by Nunn. Cannon can't hit. Athens leading by 4. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
To the paint. And that one's good. Osman. Osman's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The shot's good.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
1:14 left in the first quarter. There's Lucas. No good with the wing jumper.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
43 seconds left to play here in the first. They set the pick. Pass to Osman. Here's Nunn. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. Cannon with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Cannon. He has 6. And now Athens on the break. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Athens leads by 1. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on Athens?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Taking a look at Athens. Brown right side. And it's denied. And they're able to recover. On deep, Hernan Gomez. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Hernan Gomez covering. From outside the arc. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And here is Athens now. Grant outside. And there's the drive. Off with the layup. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. He has 7.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Athens moving the ball around. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Brown with it. Athens needs to get a shot on. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. On Wednesday and then on Thursday. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. That shot misses. And so Grant will bring it up for Athens. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. From 18 feet away. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Grant's got the game tied up here for Athens. Here's Cannon. He's got 9. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They get a hand on it. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Grant dishes to Brown. To the middle. And got hung up on the dunk. Not quite enough elevation there, I guess. Here's Nedovic. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And then Gomez, no good. Dos Santos. He's covered by Brown.
Athens foul call. Number 44. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Dos Santos. He's covered by Brown.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Can't hit that one. Here's Nedovic. He's covered by Brown. And he goes in for the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
No good from Hernan Gomez.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
With the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Grant for three, and the three ball is good. Grant's got 5.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
There's the screen. Here's Mitrovic. Dos Santos. He's covered by Brown. Clock at 4. Out left to the wing. Here's Nedovic. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Grant for 3. That one doesn't go. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the triple. 8 points for him.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Fires for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so that brings the first half to a close. They're up by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
They're moving well on offense. Great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they passed the ball in the shot.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
Acclimating to the league.
That is more than enough of...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Athens trails by 7. Inside, here's Yurtseven. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And for Athens, we've got Yurtseven and Slukas in at the point.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Here's Cannon, defended by none. Cannon can't hit. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Cuts off the pass. Unloads. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Defended by none. Pass to Cannon. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Cannon's got 11 points.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
90 seconds now into the second half. And it's off from three-point range. This one for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. To the right side. He's defended by Yurtsevin. Here's Cannon. 11 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. Good as the jump shot falls.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Nunn's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Defended by Nunn. Count that one. He has 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Lucas. Athens with another miss. Here's Cannon. Nunn grabs the board.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Osman. Traps in the tray. Osman's got it back down to single digits for Athens.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Cannon from long range. Good on the three-point shot. Cannon's got 5 points now this quarter.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's a screen. 55 seconds left to play here in the third. From downtown. No good on that one. Athens trails by 12. Yurtsevin passes to Nunn. And a miss there on the triple. Nunn's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
It's tipped. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Tries it from the top of the key.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
A 3-ball. And that one's good. Osman. Osman's got 16 points. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 11. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And for Athens, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Here's Cannon. He's covered by Grant. And Cannon gets it to go.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Here's Grant. Banked in off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Grant's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. just over a minute played here in the fourth. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Driving in. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Athens. One-on-one here.
Oh, wow. Goodness, man.
And he jams it with authority.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Puts up a 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Athens. Trailing by 10. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Grant's got 1 three-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Dos Santos. That 3 off the mark. Athens trails by 10. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Kalinic. His three-pointer's off the mark. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Defense right on him. Grant outside. From downtown. That shot, no good.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
The shot's good from Nedovic.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
Grant, right side. Down low. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Not a lot of room, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Gets it down to single digits. And he drives in. Offensive rebound. Here's Bowling Boy. Off target from three-point range. Athens trails by 8. To the paint. Stolen. Dos Santos. He's covered by Brown. Dos Santos. Count the basket. 56 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Grant finds Hernan Gomez. Rob. One-on-one here. Here's Nedovic. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Comes up empty down low. Taken away by Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And taken away by Brown.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Nedovic. He's defended by Yurtsevin. Hits it from three-point range. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. Here's Mirotic. No good, a bit long that time. Pass to Osman. Jacks up a three. No luck on that one. Here's Mirotic. Fires the three. That one is off. Hernan Gomez on the wing. Here's 7 a screen. Tries it from the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks it. We played just over a minute here in the first. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Inside, here's Osman. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Puts up a three. And he can't get that one. Here's Balmaro. He's covered by Yurtseven. The three. It's hauled in by Athens.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open looks.
And the three-pointer goes.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
At the line for your home team, 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
That one falls.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
He's covered by Yurtseven. Pass to Balmaro. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Here's Osman. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his... rhythm.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. The three. Here's Yurtseven. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
To halt the run. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Here's Balmaro. No good on the three.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Here's Osman. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Athens shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First free throw is good.
Osman. 2 shots.
Good on both. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Oh, an incredible double clutch dunk.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Lets the three fly. Balmaro, no good. Here's Osman. Give him 8 points now. And it's all from three-point range.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And an overpowering first-quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's Athens. They lead by 13. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about Athens here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
At the line for your home team.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Athens leading by 11. And for Athens, hey, here's none for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
It's stolen away. Here's the break. And here's Brown for three. Doesn't go for him. Defended by Brown. Knocks down the triple.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Fires the three. Doesn't go that time. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. And he trims the lead to single digits.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
He can't hit that time.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Here's Brooks. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And Brown has got the ball here for Athens. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Hey, here's none for three. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
He takes it in. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
From the arc. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Brooks outside. The 3. No good that time. Athens leading by 8.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
None, no good. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Brown, to the middle. Off target with a jump hook. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And that one is hammered home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's McCormick. And he lays it up and in. McCormick's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
None, no good. Nunn's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. From behind the arc. Drops in the 3. Now just a 2-point Athens lead.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
To the inside. Outside, Brown. Takes it inside to the paint. Shoots. Misses the baby hook.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Shoots it from the corner. The putback. No good there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Athens. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs.
Man, I think for Athens, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but they may have earned.
And that is going to do it for us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. So on the floor for Athens. Knocked away. Inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Athens leading by 4. Yurtseven a screen. Yurtseven can't get the putback. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Basket counts.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. With 1 on the clock, and he bangs it home with one hand.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Osman's gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Lets it fly from 18. Yes, on the jumper.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Yurtseven down low. The 3 is up. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
For the lead. Throws it up high. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Osman. 10 points for him. That one rolls around and rims out.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Here's Mirotic. Drills it from deep. 5 points in the game.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Cash money on the open jump shot. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
Athens foul call. Smooth pass. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, number 1.
The first one falls. It's both from the stripe. Athens trails by 3. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And there it is for him. Hernan Gomez has got 6.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
2 points. That one goes. On offense, here is Athens. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And here's the fast break. Here's Balmaro. Off the mark there with a 3. Hernan Gomez on the wing. He's got 6. Here's Mirotic. From outside, off the mark.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Pass to Osman.
Come get it.
They set the screen. The 3 is up. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Back to your 7. 1 second left. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up 5. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi guys, the head coach for Athens had some instructions for his guys during the break. And coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. PA?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And for Athens, hey, here's Nunn for 3. The shot misses. Nunn's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. And rejected. In transition. Second shot opportunity. Misses the layup. Brooks outside. Defended by Brown. This one for 3. The rebound by Nunn. Athens trails by 6. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's McCormick. Outside for Brooks. Defended by Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Tries yet again. And right on target. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. And he makes it.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Here's McCormick. Launches a 3. That one no good. Brown scanning the floor. Cans it from the wing. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Brooks outside. Six on the shot clock. On the wing, Brooks. It's hauled in by Athens.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jump.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
There's a screen. Here's Nunn. No luck on that one.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Back to Brooks. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. To the inside. Drops in the layup for 2. Now it's a 3-point Athens lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Athens.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
They still need this. Doesn't go that time.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Down low. low. Deflects the pass. Kick out to Brown. Hey, here's none for three.
Yes! Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Brooks outside. To the inside. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Banked it in off the glass. And so it's Athens winning this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Balmore. The offensive rebound. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Cannon. They set the pick. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for the away team, Cannon.
And the first one drops. And so Cannon nails both of them.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Mirotic has got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm. See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Another shot. Misses at the rim. And they're running. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed his second after making his first. Pass to Balmoro. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mirotic. 17-foot shot on the way. And the call. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
The play will be reviewed. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
He hits both from the strike.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
There's the pick. Cannon from long range. Mirotic grabs the miss. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Cannon looking over the floor. Takes the three. Doesn't go for him. Cannon's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Fires from 18. No good on the shot.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation. Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Right side, Mirotic. Oh, and he misses the dunk. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And yes, it's good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Cannon. Going inside. And no good that time.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Shields. Off target from outside. Fast break, here they come. Pass to Cannon. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Wasted no time on that one.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
There's a good screen. And it's good for 2. Cannon's got his second basket of the night. Here's Balmoro. Still scoreless. Mirotic, great positioning on the putback.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Cannon. They lead by 1. Driving the lane. Bucket is good. Cannon's got 8. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Three-pointer. No good that time. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Up by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go any. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Hits the three-point bomb. Dos Santos tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to McCormick. Here's Cozier. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Kalinic. Offline with his 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Shoots it. It's good. This game is all even. He has 5. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Mitrovic. The teardrop falls in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Quizier. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Dos Santos. And the shot is good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Nedovic. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the left side wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Six to shoot. Got a hand on it. Three-pointer on the way. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And here are the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Cozier from the arc. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Nedovic, the pass to Ballin Boy. Knocked away. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. And Nedovic pulls it down.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Such a wide open look.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
32 seconds left to play in the first half. Yep, that one goes in there.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
23 seconds left to play here in the half. Launches it. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Out left to the wing. Here's Mitrovic. Offensive rebound.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First free throw is good.
Dos Santos. 2 shots.
Good on both. From deep three-point territory. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so we wrap up the first half. They're up by 9. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hi, everyone. Let's start things off by checking out the... Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the visiting team.
Seems like they can't.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Pass to Cannon. The 3. The shot, no good. Here's McCormick. Off target with his 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Takes it off the glass. He's got 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Here's Gozier. Pulls up on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And no good.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Here's Cannon. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Cannon's got 10 points. Cannon's gone 50% shooting tonight, firing away 4 of 8.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Count it.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Cannon's gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Basket good. To the inside. The layup off target. And he dunks it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. From deep. They get the rebound.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on.
Here's Cannon. 12 points for him. Takes it inside. From outside the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 11.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Baseline J on the way. Doesn't go that time. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Here he goes. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game. 1:32 left to play in the third. Here's Balmaro. Nothing on the board. No good from the wing. Here's Cannon. .105 left in the third. And he gets the bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
They set the pick. With the drive. Kept alive.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Shields. And nothing is falling for him right now. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Pass to Balmaro. Buries the long-range jumper. Balmaro's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. With 4 seconds on the clock.
Third team foul. Number 1. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes the first.
The away team. 0. Taking 2 shots.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. That will count. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 15. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Cannon. Covered by Mirotic. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Shields. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
On Sunday, and then on Tuesday.
At the line for the away team, Canada.
And that one falls for Cannon. Both teams deciding to change it up. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Pass to McCormick. Out to the right wing. He tries for 3. No good that time. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And he comes up with the deuce.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The wing jumper off target.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Nedovic is checked in for Cannon.
Nemanja Nedovic.
Driving to the basket. Here's Nedovic. Misses the 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
A floater. No good. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. He takes it in. Here's Mitrovic. They get it back. A 3-ball. Pass to Nedovic. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
1:46 left in the fourth.
And a long windup and strong follow through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
Start it.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. Buries it down low.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
They get it again. Can they get it? Rebounded by Bowling Boy.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Jacks up a 3. Outside from Mirotic. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Mitrovic. Fires from deep. The shot comes out. Outside Mirotic. This one for three. Fires for three. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is.